What's up, everybody? This is Missy Pooh, aka Bessie B Legacy Rada. What it do, woo woo? So, yeah, I came out for a short ride today to a local lake to sit and just catch the breeze and clear the mind. But I figured while I was sitting here, I'd just drop a few words with you guys regarding something that I struggle with, and that's bipolar disorder. It is a mental illness, and it is very serious. I've had my serious bout with it. I was diagnosed back in 2013, but I think I really started showing signs of it around 2012. It just wasn't until 2013 it all just kind of, hit the fan, and found myself in a hospital for a week. And ever since then, it's been a struggle trying to find the right medicines and the right combination, finding different coping mechanisms outside of the medicine. So riding is one of those things that I do. Actually started picking up books, trying to educate myself on what I go through and how to deal with it, how other people deal with it, just taking on suggestions. So yes, this right here, this really helped your girl out. It really put me on, eased my mind. It's a book with pictures, so that was really up my alley, straight up. So yeah, rock steady. So for anybody that's dealing with bipolar disorder, if you or someone that you may know, this is some good read material. It's real light as far as the material goes, how it's presented. Real cool book. So that's one of my other coping mechanisms that I figured out. But my main thing for today, guys, I just wanted to just put out there that for those of you who've known me in my late 30s, I was initially diagnosed in my early to mid 20s. I'm going on 40 now. I will be 40 this year. So for those of you who've known me in my 30s, you wouldn't know to the extent of what my struggle truly has been. So I appreciate it when ones try to tell me that I'm not bipolar, or I don't have bipolar disorder, or I don't act like it, or I don't look like it. I appreciate your intentions. I know where it's coming from. I know what you're trying to do, and I don't in any way take it with bad intent, or like you had bad intentions or bad motives by saying it. But this is just for everybody out there. Please understand that mental illness, that's a personal battle that goes on in someone's head. Depression is real. Anxiety is real. Manic episodes is real. And just because you don't see someone go through it, guys, that doesn't mean they're not struggling with it. Just because you see them walking around grocery shopping and all that kind of stuff, that means nothing. Just because you see them on two wheels, riding, karaoke, and all that kind of stuff like I do, doesn't mean they don't deal with it. It's just you learn to cope. You got to learn to live with it. You still got to live life, but that doesn't mean there's not days that I can speak on me personally, have days that I just don't want to get out of bed. I just don't want to think. I don't want to do anything. And there's times I don't even want to exist. But this is life, and we have to. So it's just like, bipolar disorder sucks, mental illness sucks, but life doesn't suck. It just sucks when you have to live with a condition like this, but you still make do. But so just basically, I'm just saying, guys, be careful to say what mental illness looks like. It doesn't always look a certain kind of way. And for those who can see signs of it and they know what it looks like, it's because they're with that person all the time. They've experienced different situations. They've seen the mood shifting. You know, they've seen the days they couldn't get out of bed. They've seen the days the person didn't want to eat. They've seen the days that the person went from 0 to 100. They've seen the days where the person went from 100 to 0. They've seen all of that, you know, and a lot of times, sometimes it's behind closed doors. But it's not something you're going to necessarily see because you're someone's coworker, you know, or because you know them from just whatever way you may think you know them. Like I said, I have relatives, friends, and they think they know me, but this will be probably the first time they've even heard half of this about me and my struggle. So, yeah, just have that on my mind. I have people who I'm real cool with, great people, and that is just something they've said to me. And like I said, I understand and I appreciate where they're coming from. But like I said, y'all, it's no way to know, you know. But what you don't want to do is say certain things and then make a person shut down, because it's a possibility you'll never know. And for some, you know, you may find out, but you find out the wrong way, you know. And I don't want anyone, you know, being left feeling like, if only I had a known, I wish I had a known. They didn't tell me. Why didn't they say anything? A lot of times ones don't say anything because you hear all the chatter around you about bipolar or mental illness. I know here in Texas it doesn't take much for someone to say how bipolar the weather is. And on one hand, like, I get it, you know, but on another hand, it's no joking matter. It's no laughing matter. You know, this is people's lives. You know, it's bigger than Texas. The struggle is. So, yeah, just kind of going forward. You know, if we can all just keep that in mind, for even myself, that we don't know what's going on in someone's head and behind their closed doors. So, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna sit here and soak up this shade a little bit more. And I'll look to check in with you guys at a later time. But until then, you guys rock out, and I'll talk to you later.